Narcissistic parents financially abuse their children in a lot of ways. The first way is that they will cut off the financial support. So if you don't do things their way, they are going to snip. They are not going to support you. Yeah. So this is basically to let you know who the boss is, and if you don't please me, if you don't do things my way, I'm going to cut off that support. The second way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by using financial support as leverage for control. So you give them total control of your life, and then they can financially support you. But if you don't give them total control, don't expect any financial support from them. The other way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by exploiting dependency. Narcissistic parents will not encourage their children to become financially independent, yeah? Because if you become financially independent, you might not be dependent on them, but they want you to be dependent on them financially, yeah, some way or the other. And this helps them exercise control. This helps them, you know, to do the dirty dance and get what they want out of you, yeah. So narcissistic parents, some of the narcissistic parents want you to be financially dependent on them, yeah. And that's how they get what they want out of you. The other way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by extorting money from their adult children. So narcissistic parents are going to tell you, well, I did this for you, I did that for you, I suffered this, I suffered that, and they will keep extorting money from their adult children. You need to understand this is because of this extreme sense of entitlement and their inability to see their kids as a separate individual. So they really don't appreciate or respect their kids' individuality, independence. They simply keep guilt tripping their children. I did this, I did that, and now you have to do it for me. Yeah, who else is going to do? Yeah. So narcissistic parents are into extorting money from their adult children. They will create situation and scenario, and then they are going to demand money and extort money by emotionally manipulating the child, guilt tripping the child. They have a lot of ways up their sleeve. The other way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by stealing their kids' money. So they think that the kids' money is my money and I can do anything with it, and I am not answerable to my child. So they might use the money, spend somewhere, invest somewhere, pay off their debts, and do whatnot, yeah. And this is because they fail to see the kid as a separate individual. They see the kid as an extension of themselves. So the kid's money is my money and I can do anything with it. I can pay my EMIs, I can clear my debt, I can do anything. It's my money and not my child's money. The other way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by using inheritance as a tool for control. So they will use inheritance as a carrot. Yeah, they will tell you those who are going to obey me will get a part of the inheritance, but those who don't obey me, those who don't serve me, will not get anything. Yeah. And they only do this with those who are dependent on them. Those who are independent, they are least interested, but those who are financially or emotionally dependent on them, they are the ones who fall for this. Yeah. And that's how these narcissistic parents use inheritance as a you can say a tool to control their children. Yeah, you hand over your control to them, let them do and decide things for you, and that's it. Then you will get a share of the inheritance. And if you don't do things their way, if you don't give total control, you need to forget about the inheritance. And the last way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by undermining financial autonomy. So if you spend money somewhere, if you do some investment, narcissistic parents are going to criticize, invalidate, and shame you for that. Yeah, they are never going to appreciate your financial autonomy. They are going to shame you, criticize you, belittle you. Well, that was a wrong investment, that was a bad investment. Why are you spending money here, why are you spending money there, why are you getting a car, why are you getting a house? So they are going to poke their nose everywhere, and they are going to make sure that they simply criticize and invalidate your spending habit, your investments, overall your financial autonomy.